Microphone check 1 2 1 2. This is your host, not son, baby. And this is another episode of Swingers After Dark. And I'm with one of the premier lifestyle groups in the Buckeye. Stay. That means Ohio to you slow mofos out there. You dig? Columbus, Ohio, the state capital. You dig? And I'm with Porscha Brown. You know, she's a Porscha, all right. You know, she smells good. And you know, I tried to like pull something down. I thought that she came in like, you know, commando, but she got on a swimsuit and my dick just went.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Like I was being a creep before the interview, but you know, I got shrimp. I meatloaf. I went from a Jolly Rancher to a damn meatloaf.
We'll get you back. We'll get you back together.
And you talking about fellatio? We could do it anyway. So tell me about this. Is my first time with your group in Ohio, and my first time in the lifestyle in Ohio in general. So tell me what's the just give me a little something about your group.
Okay. Well, first I want to thank you for coming to your first Freak Fest.
No pun intended.
Absolutely. So Ohio.
It's called Freak Fest, by the way.
Freak
so you know they get down.
It's a whole weekend full of freak shit.
Yeah, and chicks here fuck. They're not bashful at all.
Absolutely not. You can't be. Why would you be? You coming to Freak Fest. Well, how you gonna try to act like you're like a prude? Like, get out here, do what the fuck you do.
Hey, you'll be amazed. But well, since we're here at Freak Fest, it's an annual, right?
It's an annual event. It happens the first weekend in November every single year because we get the extra hour, right? So you advertise 10 and 2, but you get the extra hour, so it's really the 3, right?
You know, I was gonna go last year because I went to another group's party in Chicago, but it was like I didn't know. I didn't send you a friend request until I was actually in Chicago, so I didn't make plans. Okay. But since I'm in Chicago this year, I rode the Greyhound to Columbus because the plane ticket. It's crazy because the plane ticket from New York to Columbus is like going to another country, whereas the ticket from New York to Chicago is like dirt cheap. Yeah. So it's cheaper for me to ride the Greyhound back and forth.
And I appreciate you coming. I've seen you. I've followed you on Facebook, and so I'm so glad you could be here. We have people here from Chicago. We have people here from North Carolina. We have people here from New York.
Cause I saw a couple people from out east over here, and I'm like, "What you doing here?"
Absolutely, like it's our annual. It is Ohio's biggest event annually. People come out for it. We have a good fucking time. This is our first hotel takeover, so this year we got the whole fucking hotel tonight. It's gonna be epic. I can't wait.
So that means I could fuck in the hallway, right?
You can fuck in the hallway tonight.
I may have to put on a show.
You can run around butt ass naked if that's what you like. My thing is usually walking around butt naked.
So you walk around naked?
I usually troll the halls butt ass naked. That's what I do.
So I could just snatch you up and stick my dick in your pussy like that.
I mean, if that's what happens, you know what I'm saying? We make eye contact, you're in your door and I'm walking past, and that's what the fuck's gonna happen.
Oh, okay. I might have to make you squirt. It's a good thing it got like this bed has a padding.
Squirt. If you hit it right, I will. Absolutely.
That's not if that's a win because the forecast in my bedroom it's always rainy.
Okay, so when you hit it right, it's absolutely gonna rain in this bitch.
Yeah. So can you handle rulers?
Rulers, yeah.
Okay, you can handle rulers. Yes. That's good to know because I don't like a chick who can't take dick. Ow.
Oh no, I love taking dick. I'm a whole size whore. Like get in there. Get in. I call it the back pussy. Get in my back pussy. If you can't get in my back pussy, then what we doing?
Oh, she making my dick hard right now. But anyway, back to the lecture ahead. So how long have you been in the lifestyle, Miss Brown?
So I'm an infant in the lifestyle. So like I've been doing lifestyle shit, not realizing there was a whole movement for it, right? So officially, I've been in the lifestyle only 3 years now, like for real. I was introduced to lifestyle by my on again, off again boyfriend. I was married, so I was trying to do shit with my ex-husband. He didn't want to do this shit. Got into a relationship. I'm mentioning shit. I want to have a man, 2-man threesome. He like, do you? Yeah, can you make that happen? Yeah, he made the shit happen. Awesome. Fucking awesome. Best threesomes I've ever had in my life. Had a bunch of 2 female I love women. I love sexy, beautiful, confident ass women. I love women a lot like myself, but and by that I mean like chocolate thick, but I just love a beautiful woman. I appreciate a woman who has confidence. And I just been doing this shit. Like, I love it.
Okay, so are you single or are you single?
I'm semi-single.
Okay, that means you're in a situationship.
Absolutely.
So what does that mean?
Okay, so again, I mentioned the on again, off again boyfriend that introduced me to the lifestyle. So him and I mean, literally for the past 3 years, on again, off again. He should join me. He will be joining me tonight. That doesn't mean anything though, because our rules are none. You do you, I do me. You know what I mean? Like, we just here. I don't like all those rules and shit like that. And when I'm a full-fledged unicorn, rules sometimes get in the way of that shit. So, but I do love a couple. I do love a couple that is like found in their shit. Like their foundation is strong. That's sexy to me. A couple who's like just linking up to do some quote unquote lifestyle shit. That's not it for me.
So is this one soup a one piece?
No,
or two piece?
It's a 2-piece.
Oh, I may have to pull the bottom down. Ow. But so what I was gonna say before I got distracted. I love it like your areolas.
Thank you. Aren't they cute?
Nah, listen, animals are cute. Those
they're perfect.
Wait,
like look how chocolate they are.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Look like my favorite chocolate chips.
Look, see, look, you made my shit pop.
Okay, man. Anywho, but yeah. So tell the people a little gist about your group. Like touch more on that. We know about Freak Fest. We know you're in Ohio.
So Ohio Freaks is one of the biggest lifestyle groups in the Midwest. Okay, so there's actually 2 factions of Ohio Freaks. There's the Ohio Freaks PG group, which is more of just like, hey, we a bunch of freaks in here, we a bunch of whatever, and that group alone has over 3,000 members in it. But then there's also Ohio Freaks Lifestyle, which is more geared towards actual lifestylers that understand what the lifestyle is, whether you're swinging or whatever. And that group also has over 3,000 members in it. So total Ohio Freaks has over 6,000 members in the state of Ohio, in the Midwest, because it's just not Ohioans in that group. And that group has existed for the past 8-9 years now. And we're just trying to, Freak Fest has existed as long, but it's now really getting its momentum. And again, we have people coming from all over to come and join us, which is awesome. Again, it's our first hotel takeover, which is awesome. So we're just really excited for this evening. And, it is what it is. Like, Ohio Freaks has been around. People are in there. You either heard of it, maybe. It's a very secret group, so you can't just go on Facebook and search it. But like somebody has to invite you. That's in a group for real.
So what made you join the group?
So when me and my boyfriend or on
fuck buddy,
my situationship,
fuck buddy,
when we stopped fucking around, when I stopped fucking around with him,
she went from we to.
I stopped fucking around with him.
Okay.
I was still in need of the things that he was providing as far as the threesomes and things like that. So I had heard him kind of mention there were groups out there. He's not necessarily in this group, but I heard him mention there's Facebook groups for this shit. So I kind of went searching, and I stumbled across Ohio Freaks PG group. And sent the request, to join, and I got added, and then I ended up simultaneously, almost at the same time, meeting a chick and her dude, and they was just real cool. They was cool as fuck. They were in the group. I didn't know, but they happened to be in a group, and then the admins of the group were having a party, like a house party. So she invited me. This couple invited me to this party. And I ended up going and meeting the admins. I had a fantastic fucking time. It was just really just hanging out, drinking, whatever. No freak shit, for real. It was just meeting people. Did a couple of those. Started going to stuff for other groups that also are in Ohio, and meeting again these same admins from Ohio Freaks, and dealing with admins from these other groups, and just meeting people. And then as I started going to things and being seen more, then I was invited to be an admin in Ohio Freaks, and that's just kind of how that happened. It was like a 6-month turnaround. I mean, I was surprised, but I, of course, was like, yeah, I'll do it. No problem.
I'm really digging your group. I'm really digging like your female clientele, because I see, I only got like 6 condoms, but I may need. I got some Gatorade.
We got some sexy ass women in our group, for real.
Yeah, and I could attest to that.
Like seriously, when we have an event, they don't come to play. They come out, they looking good, you know what I mean? And they're just again, I love me a beautiful ass woman, and I'm probably one of the first people to compliment a beautiful ass woman. I don't know if you noticed me last night. I'm working a room. I'm trying to make sure everybody sees my face. I'm trying to make sure everybody knows my name. I'm shaking hands just because I feel like that's what's necessary in these groups. You got to make it more personable as well. So form relationships. So yeah, and I just we don't come out to play. Wait till the night. It's a whole bedroom themed, black and silver. They about to be out here bucket naked.
Yes, I got my sarong, you know what I'm saying? So I got to be different. They call me Naked Man out on the East Coast. Yeah. So what can people look forward to when they come to an Ohio Freaks event?
You can definitely look forward to a great time. I mean, as you said, the women here in Ohio, I haven't come across any. I'm definitely not one. I can speak for myself. Let me just say that. Are not here to play. We know why we here, so we're going to do what we here for. And just beautiful people, great energy, and just have a good fucking time. Like, at the end of the day, just to have a good fucking time with like-minded people, and that's what it's all about, right?
So how many parties do you throw per year?
Right now, we usually only do just this annual party. So the anticipation is just like, boom, when is the next one? But we are thinking about changing that format to try to have like at least like 2 a year. And people want that. They've expressed that that's something that they want and need. And what we want to do too is also not just have it in Columbus, but go to like other cities, because we need to meet. There's people that want to come from maybe Cleveland that can't make it here, so we want to kind of travel with that a little bit. So we've been playing around with that idea as well. But it's 2020 is definitely going to look different for Ohio Freaks and how we do our events.
And what about your level of debauchery? Is like, what do you have? What do you look forward to as a relatively newbie in the lifestyle?
Yeah. I just like to make connections with people. For me, and I've always been this way, it's about networking first and foremost. I like to meet people. I'm an energy person, so if your energy is right, then it's a go for me. And I don't like to necessarily be handcuffed in a way, but I am a relationship person, right? But I don't want to be in that relationship where there's so many fucking rules. Like, just let me do me. You meet me how I am, meet me where I'm at, and we can go from there. So I'm down for lots.
Yes, and she's down with the get down, baby. And on that note, this has been another episode of Swingers After Dark, and this is your host, Not Sun, baby. Check out my website at www.notsunblaze.com. That's www.nahsunblaze.com. And check out my ebook, You, Me, Us, Them. The Swinger Manifesto is on Nook, Kindle, iBooks, Google Play. Go get it. Also, shoot me an email at swingpodcast@gmail.com. That's swingpodcast@gmail.com. And hit me up with any questions or concerns that you may have. Yeah, dig. And also rate, share, subscribe, and comment on this podcast as well as the others, and share to your friends, foes, enemies, frenemies, or whatever the case may be, your loved ones, fuck buddies, situations, relationships, whatever the case may be, man, because everybody are into something nowadays. On that note, until next time, peace. You know.